Good morning everyone and welcome to you in this daily update on Bitcoin and the Alts as always. Hope that you're all doing very well today. We've got a nice bounce from our first support we have planned just right here. That's pretty cool. We're going to cover a bit of the order flow today on this. And yeah, so we're going to see here also with the wave what we can expect more likely with this rise here. If we have to reclaim some few levels and stuff like that. But anyways, first of all, gonna check as always that the sound is working well. Yes, it's working well, pretty cool, so we're good to start already. Good morning mate, by the way, in the chat here, pop out the chat. Bam, live chat, good morning to you mate. Good to see you here again, bam, and there you go. So, here, first of all, I'm gonna update the levels here. So we can get rid of this, we can keep that, we can remove... we can remove that for the moment. That weekly level. Was it really well respected here? Well, yeah, a bit, but not the craziest level. I'm gonna get rid of this one too. Well, what happened yesterday basically was simply, you know, we've got a drop, so into our first target for we was looking for a long if we had to drop from here. And well, we simply got a first raise with nothing good for a long really. If you go here on the order flow, right there, you check for example at the 15 minutes, you can see here all the bounce here, like literally all the bounce except on the very top. All the bounce here is just, you have a move up with a decreasing of the open interest. You have no real big longs here coming in, nothing really to feel the market to push higher. You just got some massive absorption, 8 millions of longs coming in directly, the longs closing next. And then you've got the continuation. So when this is happening, you wait for a retest. And so what we've got here, well, we simply got a reclaim and a flip to support of the levels of the upper part here of the target. And from that retest, if you go and check at some few lower time from here, you've got some MC long reactions, stuff like that. But yeah, personally, it was 3 AM, so we're sleeping. Sadly, the game cannot be on the chart all the time. We have to sleep at some point. But yeah, so it just come back here on this, and let's add now the new levels. So first of all, we can go on the daily time frame as always. Do we have any daily level there? We have none, so we can come back here on the 1 hour. Let's now go on this. Do we have any naked session path control? We have one here, 59,330. We can get rid of that one by the way. 59,330, okay, it's already there. 56,910, so we can take that and move this down. 56,910, good. Then what do we have? A TPO that is already hit. We have then a DNPOC on the top there, so we can take that. If you want again to download the templates, you can simply, I mean, just one file really. You just have to import one file, and you will get all the template plus the order flow. You can simply go here on the website, go into the course section once you've signed this, once you've got your account ready. You can sign up for absolutely free. Just scroll down here, and you have this nice download section, Excel Charts Pro workspace, and so you just have to import the workspace, and you have everything in there really. So if you want to follow along or do this on your side, you can absolutely. So here, 59,362.5 by the way. So we can take this, the NPOC 59,362.5, right? Yes, so I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna check also on the TX1. Do we have anything here? And yes, we have something down here, so we can take this. It's .5 or not? Yeah, 56,300.5. Okay, good. Let's add back here the 50 ticks, and we are done with this. Cool. Let's go on the order flow here and just check here really quickly what we've got. Some longs, but nothing is getting absorbed at the moment. And yeah, okay. So here, what we can do is first of all pull a fixed range from the top here to the very bottom. Okay, so we have a small resistance coming around this value low up to this DNPOC and new naked session path control. If we start to reclaim this right here, okay, so I'm gonna add and mark out the levels. Bam. Value low. I'm just gonna zoom in a bit. See if this is well placed a little lower, and there we go. So this is a volume level. Good. So we have this. Now we are a bit above the 618, 66%. All right. Well, I'm gonna look for the daily here to be hit. Okay, so first of all, we have this nice resistance, as I said. Okay, so we can add a red square here. So it's between 59,000 really up to 59,400. If we start breaking this, it's very simple. We simply have to look here for a swing failure pattern. Okay, so we can look for this SFPs. I did in the good folder. Yeah, good. Here. So swing failure pattern here. Okay, the thing is just above, you can see we have a single print. Okay, so as always, a single print is exactly like a gap. So if we get acceptance here and we get some kind of close into the single print bottom, it means that it is very likely we're going to go at least for the high of the single print. So here we have the next resistance. That is simply the daily level with the TPO, the full downtrend here, path control. To reclaim this, we simply have to look next for the value high really, plus the highs for a possible swing failure pattern or a failed auction as always. And if we don't manage to break these highs with a swing failure pattern or a failed auction, we get nothing bearish when we take these highs. As always, we simply have to read here the order flow. The order flow is going to tell you if you have or not to execute the trade by reading the data you can see in here. Sorry. Yeah, by reading the data on the order flow, you can determine if you have or not to take the trades. So yeah, these are the main targets, and if we start to reclaim that, we simply have to look for the next one really we have planned, so to speak here, this one just right there, the monthly up to the value low with the daily negative path control. Sorry again. And if we start reclaiming this, we do have, as you can see, here some few levels for scalpers here more likely, but the next big resistance is really coming around this 66,300 up to 67,500. This is the next very big zone of resistance we have, and if we start reclaiming this, well, be aware of the weekly above, but it is likely we're going to go for this for a new high here on that one. Okay, to break that top. So there is a lower time frame resistance we have really, with of course this one right there. So these are many targets we have, to be honest with you, but all of them are good. This one will be for normally a bearish move still. Okay. If we start reclaiming above here, we have more likely done, you know, the WXY we have planned in the last update. We've got, you know, this W, X, and we've got this Y wave plan to the downside if we had to drop from here. So this one here was done with an ABC zigzag. The 5 ways down, of course, are completed here. And we've got a 5 ways up, a correction, and now we're having another 5 waves to the upside. So yeah, if normally, well, this ABC is completed, or we are going to make a bigger impulsive to the downside. That's why I'm planning some few resistance up here to be aware of. But if we break the B wave top there, okay, it is more likely done. Of course, we can make something more complex, such as, for example, as always, a W, X, Y, X, and Z. That's why the second X wave here can just break the B wave top, and we can still get another drop. This is something possible. That's why there is a resistance plan here. So the levels again are very important. Okay. Yeah, it's very important to be aware of all of this. And in any case, we can recognize if we have or not to take the trade by reading the order flow. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, these are the resistance. Now the support. Let me go here on a bit of a lower time frame there. I'm gonna zoom out to load all of this fixed range if they can load. Perfect. So the support here, gonna add just right there first of all an alert. There we go. Can pull this. Right, for the moment, okay, if we push higher, the volume is going to change, so it's gonna change everything. But for now, for a long trade, really, for this is way too close. There's no real crazy big confidence here that the best target really will be this value low, new naked session path control 61886%. That'd be the target really, the best target if we have to drop from here. But again, if we do this, for example, get the rise, go in there and manage to get a drop up here, the fixed range is going to be pull it on to that top, and so it's gonna change all the volumes, all the confidence will change. Okay, so I'm gonna keep you informed on Discord server for that. It's too early to say, but yeah, for the moment, if we retrace from here, well, we have the best target that is down here really. Okay, just gonna get rid of that. The conference is not crazy, and well, if we drop from here again, we have the targets plan. We simply have to look now for a possible swing flip of this low. Okay, and if we don't, or a failed auction, we look simply for the next target. So the next long target is really coming around to between the daily level here at 55, 100, 200, down to this value high, well, 61886% at 53, 600. If we break this second zone of support, we have just one last zone of support with a DNPOC value low of the previous full uptrend and this path control, the old path control, so between 52,800, 52,800 down to 51,800 really. And if we break this, it is likely we're going to look for a new low. So if we make one more new low, we just have to look again, as always, for a swing flip and a failed auction of this bottom. Okay, and if we don't, well, it's very simple. We're simply going to see a drop down to 43,000 at least, at the very least. And the next really big support is coming around 38,500. Okay, so yeah, we have all the targets now on the lower time frame, on the bigger time frame, everything. So we know where are the best targets where we can look for a trade. In between, we don't care. We're not trading really. Okay, we're just interested in these zones right here of resistance and the zone of support we have planned. And so yeah, with the wave, well, sorry, still have a bit of a cold. So just so you know, to make a WXY XNZ, so make this, for example, is more, I mean, it is more raw than a simple WXY like this. Normally here, the ABC zigzag is completed to the downside. So normally, the Y wave is done. Okay, we've got a bounce for the moment of the 1-to-1 extension. Now, is it possible to go more down? Well, the answer is yes, we can absolutely. First of all, we know with the WXY XNZ, or simply to make a longer Y wave. How is it possible? Well, it's simply possible by making a longer C wave. So to speak, we already have some small 5 ways down. This can complete the C wave, but now if we manage to get anything bearish on the highs, I mean in the resistance we have planned, well, that's a short trade. And next, if we don't manage to get anything bullish of the support, it means that we're going to make a wave bam. So 1, 2, 3, impulse here, 3, 4, 5, or an ending, so a wedge down like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we'll have a wedge like this to the downside, and then we finish the C Y wave and we get a continuation higher. Okay, so it all depends of what we get into the targets above. If we don't get anything bearish, the C wave is done, the Y wave is done. And well, next, if we reclaim, brings a B wave top, we can look for a possible WXY sorry again, X and Z, okay, into the targets we have planned. And if we start to break that X wave here, it is likely we're going to look for a new high to be made into, you know, the, well, the NPOC value low zone around 63,000 really. Okay, the thing is, it's kinda complex here, because, you know, if we're into a wave 5 like this, you know, the higher time frame plan is we're into a wave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're into a wave 5. The thing is, we have an ABC zigzag here more likely to the upside. If we have to be into a wave 5, it simply means that if we start with an ABC zigzag, it's an ending that is forming. So we have a wave 1, I'm gonna add some big wave like this, a wave 2, a wave 3, 4, 5, a wedge, you know, the one I was drawing before for the C wave, here that will be for the wave 5, but that will be here an ending to the upside, so a wedge to the upside, with only ABC zigzag into the wave 1, 3, and 5. So you will get here a rise with another 5 waves correction, 5 waves, whatever correction you want, and then you have another ABC zigzag, 5 waves correction, 5 waves. This for a new all-time high at least. Okay, so we can still be we can be bullish with this. But that will be a bit boring to get that, I'm not gonna lie. So this is something possible. if we really have to push higher from here, and if we have to make something longer wave 4, well, we can look simply for a longer wave like this, and well, a bigger correction at some point, because here you can see the Y wave can reach maximum the 1618. We can go for an extension basically in the raw, not gonna lie, so we can look here possibly for a WXY, X and Z, something like this, to go at least for these lows there. Okay. Yeah, so these are the main configurations we can look for. We have, of course, many more at the moment. This is still with a drop here. It's not really helping, to be honest with you. We'll need some more data to really take some configurations. But yeah, for now, this is what we can take. Personally, at the moment, what I'm focused on, it's simply for the C wave to determine if it's complete or not. We already have the 5 waves down, so it's more likely completed. But now it depends if we manage to get a rejection, you know, from the target we have planned or above or not. If we manage to get a rejection, there is the possibility of doing a bigger impulsive down or an ending into the C wave, something bigger to the downside here. So really be aware of this, please. Now, if we don't get anything bearish in there, well, as I said before, we can look simply for that W, X, Y, X, and Z into one of the targets here. Okay, and if we start to come above here, as always, second X wave cannot break the first X wave top, so we can get rid of this, and we can look more likely here for a bigger wave like this to the upside. We will see it and determine later what it can be. We have in any case the targets. We know exactly where the price is going to go, more likely with the levels, so it's not a real big problem, to be honest with you, as soon as we have this. Okay, so yeah, that is a plan at the moment. I hope this is clear now. I know it's not very easy these days, but we're in some correction everywhere, so it's not the most easiest. If you don't really understand everything, you can simply go on the website, go into the course section again. You can sign up for absolutely free and go and check out the Elliott wave course right there for free. You have the 4 first listens, but again, the 4 first listens here represent really, even if these are 4 on 10, these 4 represent really more than half of the full Elliott wave course. Okay, you really have everything, the basics, and even more than this. Really, you even start with a correction. You just have next some more correction, leadings, ending, and more raw cases and stuff like that. But you have already some very good stuff here to learn for absolutely free. And this is a brand new course, so very well, pretty cool. Not gonna lie. We will explain it in my opinion. These are not some very long videos. You can see here 8 minutes, for example. All of this, yeah, for free. It's just waiting for you. And by the way, by the way, you've got a new trade recap available on the website. If you go and check out this, so it was the short trade from here. You know, in the last update, it was looking, so it was around 10 a.m. It was around there. So we've got a rise. And you know that it was either for a wave 1, 2, 3, longer wave 4, and then for a wave 5, either for a WXY directly. And so here it was looking for, first of all, a swing through unravel auction of this high and this high, really. If not, we could look for this right here to be tapped. Okay, we've got a swing through unravel auction. I took that short trade, and so I'm explaining you really how it was possible to take that short trade and ride this lovely well, 10% drop, by the way. So if you want to get this, simply go for the trade recap section, and you have this nice trade recap. That is a 20-minute video. I'm really covering everything really you have to know, so you understand why and how you have been able to take that short trade. Anyway, they're waiting for you if you want to. And so yeah, let's come back here, and well, I think we're done with Bitcoin. Really, nothing more to add on this at the moment. Yep, that's it. So we've got here a request that was TIA. So let's go here for TIA. That is just, what was that? Okay. TIA. So we've got a possible 5 waves here to the upside. We've got a nice bounce in the from the target we were playing in the last update. We've got next the wave 5. This is, it doesn't make sense, by the way, what we have next for the wave 5. And we've got a retracer from the 1618. Okay, or the wave 5. That's pretty cool. So here we've got the 5 waves to the upside, but the problem is next for the wave 5. You can see, so I'm gonna accept that these are some 5 waves. So we have a 5 waves correction, 5 waves correction, and well, here we have a triple wave to the upside. So it just doesn't make sense. So it's either an ABC zigzag like this, forming a W, X, and Y if Bitcoin is bearish, for example, so a correction to go down to go and hit the targets we have planned below, really. And if we have to be bullish, let me just take, well, we can get rid of this now. This is for the bear, so just a correction, oops. Good, bear right here. And so yeah, for the bull count here, that will be a double wave 1 2, so wave 1 2, then you have a wave, bam, 3 4 5, like that. I'm just gonna move that on the right. Like this, and that would be here a wave 1 2 3 or 5 to complete later the wave 3, but this bigger wave 3 here with the 5 waves inside. But the thing is, let me see if this is following or not. Wave 1 wave 2, this is still valid. Yeah, and so that will be here, well, ABC flat or double EXY. Okay, so if we have to plant some targets, we simply have to pull this extension tool there. Okay, and as always, you can, oops, that's a little bit too much. When Bitcoin is ready, well, it was ready already, but you can also read the order flow, for example, on Bybit, on the Bybit pair, really. Okay, go in here, TR. You take the TR USDT, you can read the order flow there, and you're good, really. If you want to get this order flow, again, simply go on the website, go into the course section, you can create sign up for free. Scroll down, download section, XOCharts per workspace. You just have to unzip this zip file. You go into the workspace here. You can see import a workspace. Once you imported it, simply click it and you will be able to load this. Once you've got that right here, you can go into the templates and just save the template, okay, if you want to, so you can import in a new workspace and do, for example, on the ads and stuff like that. Yeah, so let's just come back on this right here. So we have this first target, so $5.23 really. If we start breaking below, we can look for this 123, and I mean the 161 here, this is way too low really for a wave 2. If we have to go that down, this is not this bullish count at all. As simple as that, really. Okay, so there is only two targets I can see. For a big bounce, of course, I want to see Bitcoin bullish. If Bitcoin is not bullish, there is no way for this to bounce, of course. I'm gonna just continue and follow Bitcoin. But otherwise, simply read the order flow in there, and well, you will get the answer if we have to bounce or not, really. So this is the bull right here, and if Bitcoin keep dropping, do not manage, you know, to reclaim the resistance, and well, it's just dropping really, or do not manage to hold the support we have planned, keep dropping, you know, for a longer C wave, for a longer impulsive or ending in the C, well, this is not going to bounce, and we're going to go for the lower prices here. And if we don't hold these two, well, you can simply look here for this correction. So W, I'm gonna change by the way the color, I'm gonna make this red, there we go, this WXY, so it's a correction to go more down, and in that case you do have the targets below, so we still have the 123, and if we drop below here, you can look for the 1618, and we can even add some more confluence. By the way, now you can pull this latest, if we have to go below, this latest triple wave down. Okay, so you can see here, for example, to be a bit more accurate, we have this 71,786. If you want to add some more, we can add here the zero line, sorry, as always, bam. So we see where is a zero. And so yeah, we have this all these targets. So if you want to add even more, you can. So in the 1-to-1 extension, you can just DCA in there with the investment. You have the 123, and you have the big 1618 that will match here with the 123. And if we drop below here, really, you can look for this 1618. So you have now, well, this really, okay, like that. So you have 4 targets. The 4 targets remaining below, just before 0. Normally we cannot go to 0. If we have to really kill the price, we're going to go like to 0 dot, I don't know why really close, but we cannot really go to 0 except if crypto dies, but that's not the project for the moment. So that is it really for TR. Otherwise, what do we have? Métis, well, again, I cannot count here some 5 waves to the upside. I really struggle to count some 5 waves up. So I'm really waiting to see what Bitcoin decides. As I said in the last updates, there is not much to update on the Alts, to be honest with you. Same, for example, for WLD. I mean, we have a triple wave here again to the upside with more likely here an AB. Do you have any better chart here? We cannot even see the smaller waves. What? Okay, here you can see we have some 5 waves to the upside. First of all, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, we have another 5 waves up like Bitcoin. So that brings us with an ABC. It cannot be now a wave 1, 2, 1, 2 because the wave 2 is here. It breaks the wave 1 route. So yeah, I mean, I'm just waiting to see what Bitcoin decide really. Okay. Simple as that. And by the way, if that one is dropping a little more, we can remove this, we can remove this, we can remove this too. If that one is dropping a little more, we can look so well again for a swing through pan of that top, depending on what Bitcoin is doing at that time. And if we don't manage to do a swing through pan or a failed auction, we can look simply here. So for the monthly, weekly negative path control, and then for a swing through panel refill auction of these lows really. Okay, just gonna do something here. We already have the target for that. Yeah, nice. Yeah, well, these are the same targets really, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's the same. Well, yeah, so these are the targets we have below and well, that's it really. Otherwise, there's not much to update on the Alt at the moment, to be honest with you. I'm really waiting to see what Bitcoin is deciding at the moment before to make any decisions really on the Alts. Because I mean, ABC is exact before the bully XY down. These are just some corrections everywhere. Not the best for the moment, and until we start really reclaiming this top there, we can look at least for this top here to be taken. But yeah, we'll see. Morning, mate. Ethereum. Let me check that. Ethereum. What is doing NVDA, by the way, before to go on this? Well, absolutely lovely. Oh, by the way, I've posted an update on ES if anyone is checking at this. You know, the last update was really into the old Alts TA. So if you go in there, you've got, sorry, I know here, but in the old Alts TA. So it was in 2023, in December 2023, we've planned this absolutely lovely count here that also, you know, the double wave 1, 2, 1, 2. You've got next to small wave 1, 2, bam, 3 or 5 to go into the 1618 or the 200% here, or the wave 3. So you can see the price 5712.75 was the target for the top of the wave 3. The fibs you can see here are for the wave 3, the wave 3 targets. So you can see here the wave 3 cold girl, so to the, sorry, here 2618, sorry, the 200% here, so $5,710.75. If you go and check at this, well, it was literally the top 5721, 5712. Not to the dollar, but almost. That's pretty cool. So we've got this nice wave 1, 2, 1, 2, the smaller wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so now the crash was simply here for this wave 4 here. We have planned really we are going to do the wave 5 normally. You have the targets, and once you've got this, the 5 waves into the wave 5 there, well, the wave 5 is completed. This will complete the bigger wave 3, and again we're going to get a crash and a big, oh my god, the market is dropping, blah blah blah, whatever you want in the news, and come back up again normally for another nice increase in price. The wave 4 and 5 will cover this later. It's too early to determine the targets as we don't have the top of the wave 3, and we need the wave 3 top. If you want some few smaller wave, here is a wave normally for into the wave 5. Well, we should be in a wave 1, in some 5 waves to the upside, so an impulsive for the moment. Wave 1, 2, then you have the small fibs here. These are the wave 3 targets: 1618, 200%, 2618, 3618, 423.16. Yeah, so now Ethereum, let's go on this, and just wanted to check NVDA. NVDA is bouncing really nicely also on that one, pretty cool. Anyways, Ethereum, let's see what we've got in here. 1 hour. What we have here, 105 ABC. Well, again, it is, I mean, I cannot class this as a wave 5. That's the problem of this. I really struggle counting this last push up here as a 5 waves. Like, that will be a leading otherwise, so wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I mean, if you have 5 waves, and then you have a triple wave, I mean, it's like TI just doesn't make sense, right? There is no pattern like this. So it will be the same as TIA, to be honest with you. Either a double wave 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that'll be exactly the same as TIA, really, for a 3, 4, 5 next. Like this, but again, for this I want Bitcoin bullish, so that will be here as a bullish plan. Let me just grab the 2 here, bullish, bearish. What was that? I don't know. Oh yeah, it was for a wave 4. All right. Yeah, otherwise it's to do like this. So an A, B, C, and if we have to still go higher, W, X, and a Y like this. It's exactly the same than TIA, to be honest with you. Now it all depends on what we do on Bitcoin. If we do a longer Y wave with a longer C wave with a bigger impulse or an ending in there, or if we manage to get to, well, just go and break the resistance we have planned above, depending on what's the reaction really on the order flow, if you manage to get something bearish or not. If not, well, this is completed, the Y wave to the downside. We can still look next for, you know, WXY, X and Z into the targets we have planned. But again, if there is no reaction for a short trade, well, we have done a simple WXY down, and we look next for this highs here to be taken. And then we see, do we have anything bearish into the first resistance we have planned above, the first real big resistance we have planned, already got a rejection from. Yes, we take a short trade. No, we don't have anything bearish on the order flow. Right, we just look for a continuation up to 66,300. As simple as that, really. Okay, so it all depends on Bitcoin. But yeah, these will be the 2 configurations. And before to make a decision, as I said on the alts, I really want to see what Bitcoin is doing and what we confirm on that one, because we've got a drop, but we still don't have any confirmatory scenarios, so it's not the best at the moment. But anyways, only time can tell, really. So what's the next one? Where is the chat here? BNB, a good one. BNB, it's in the alts right there. BNB here. So here that was a WXY down. What was the medium time frame one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just move a bit forward here into the music. Nice. Well, I'm not gonna focus too much on the higher time frame. Smaller wave are terrible. Do I have anything better on? There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, yep, on that one we do have a 5 waves to the upside here. And now the problem is, if I'm not mistaken, this is retracing the target of a flat. Yes. Oh god. Alright, so let's plan this, right? 3, 4, 5. We can even, by the way, no, I don't have BNB. Well, okay. Not gonna do this now then. So bearish A, B, C. Okay, needs a correction to come down. Otherwise, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5. Targets for this, I'm gonna try to use the other levels, but 38.2, 56.18, 66% more likely for a wave 2, 7x6 otherwise. Okay, so I have basically 3 targets with the fibs. I'm gonna check now the levels, but for now with the fibs we have this. Okay. Now with the levels, let's see here, because this was not updated for a while. This was for the wave 4 before to push up for the wave 5, so we did got a bounce off all of this, but we don't care anymore. This part, oops, what have you did here? Okay, simple daily, we don't care, we don't care, we don't care, we don't care, and this one also. This one also, and there you go. So let's go here on a monthly time frame. Let's check something here. Keep that one. Monthly is already, yeah, okay. Okay, so let me just go here on a bit of a lower time frame. Yeah, okay, so well, we even have a support by the way before the 38.2 here. That is basically, these are the better targets than only the fibs. So if we have to really get something here, the first target, I mean, to drop here and then get a bounce for, you know, a C or a 3, this will be the first target. So we'll go possibly down to the path control here. I'll just add this path control like this. Oh, well, like that. Good. Yes, this, and if we start breaking below here, well, the only target I can see is really this. If we start to drop below, let me see again, where is the value low on this, but yeah, this is really low. So here, yeah, either here. It's possible that we drop a little lower here, if for example going to the 618, it is 6% for a big failed auction of this bottom here. Okay, but in that case, when you go that down, I will wait for, well, either Bitcoin being bullish at that time, otherwise for this right here to be reclaimed, flip it into support. Once you've got this, you can look for the higher prices next. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, for the moment that will be the two best targets, and the 618 6% will be really for a big fail auction of this bottom here. Okay. So that is it for BNB. What do we have next? We have Link, and then we have Sol Cardano. Alright, so let me say Link. Sorry, just checking what the dot is doing. So link, bam. That'd be so cool to get just one more drop. Just one more new low here, that would be lovely. Well, really on everything. That'll be the best. Alright, so where are we at the moment with a wave 4 here? If this is a wave 4. Yeah, this is very high. Okay, so if we have to make a wave, so a last wave down here for a wave 5, I don't want to see the price going above here the 50%. If we do so, this is definitely not a wave 4 and 5 anymore. Now, if we have to be in the wave 3, 4, 5. In any case, you know, we did got a bounce, I mean a touch of the 1-to-1 extension, so this was a buy in any case. We just DCA into the targets as always, so this was in any case a buy. But if we still have to make one more new low, well, next we simply have to, well, buy back again if you want to compound even more in the 1-to-1 extension. Otherwise, you wait for the 123 if we have to go that down. But here, if this is classed as a correction, it will be simply here an ABC zigzag to the upside. This can be classed as 5 waves, that's why it's in I'm going to take a leading here if we really have to be bullish, but otherwise, this is next. It doesn't make sense, by the way. If you have a triple wave like this, we did took the highs. Well, it'll be cool to just go take the highs once more and then drop if we have to do something like that. To make just a bigger triple wave like this. So W, X and Y like that, for example. Yeah, then that would be the best. So here, that'll be here a W, an X and a Y into the wave 4. Here that'll be in that case an ABC flat. Okay, that'll be the the bearish plan. Just gonna add here an ABC. Bam, pink, good. Bearish ships. And so next of course we are going to add the wave 5 turrets, but I'm going to do this when we are going to do the drop. For now it's too early. If we do this bit of a rise, it's gonna change the targets. So this is a bearish configuration. If we really have to be bullish from here, is Bitcoin is rising really. We can look for this leading before 3, 4, 5. And so if we have a leading, it means that, so this will not be in that case a wave 4 and 5 next. Well, yeah, that'd be for an bigger impulsive really here to the upside. 3, 4, 5, pink. By the way, this can simply be an ABC zigzag to the upside. By the way, here, B and C. That'll make more sense. Yeah. Another leading here, but for an ABC zigzag. It's either an A, either a wave 1 when you have a leading. So this blue and this pink and this bear. There you go. And so if we have to make a push up and a drop, well, we can look for a swing for a panoramic reduction of the top really into the 50%. If we start to get acceptance above, it is likely going to do something bigger to the upside, and well, it is more likely completed for the moment. Okay. Yeah. There are not some crazy wave we're having right now again on the outs, and I mean some crazy predictions. Simply waiting to see what Bitcoin decides first of all. And the reason why. Then I said, so we've got a Link, Sol and Cardano. So let's see on Sol here what we've got since the last update. Sol, yeah, this is more likely an ABC zigzag here. Oh, by the way, I did the levels on my side. Here are the targets we've got. So the weekly here plus what it was a swing for a panoramic reduction. I did this around there. So we've got already a bounce from the first target, but if we start breaking below this support now, okay, we don't really do just a fake out below and reclaim. If we really get acceptance here below the weekly level, we can look simply for this Valera low daily level 61886% here, zone of price. And if we start breaking this, it is likely going to go for a new low again. Okay. Personally, to the upside here with a wave, I still have an ABC zigzag. I really struggle to count this as a full 5 waves to the upside. So yeah, this is what I'm looking at more likely. But again, an ABC zigzag can bring us with an ending into the wave 5, so we can still be bullish with this. So there is not much to update, to be honest with you. Just the levels. And that's it really. Okay, with the wave, not much to add on this. Not much to add on this. And Cardano. Cardano, didn't check that one for a bit. So what we've got there. Okay. The Binance chart is terrible. right? Well, again, it's like a link. It's exactly the same. So wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's either an A, a B, and a C at least to take that top. And if we break a lot, I mean break really above and go a lot higher, 3, 4, 5, and we've got these 5 waves up. And the cool thing is, if we get some 5 waves up like this, well, that's pretty cool, because next we'll get a retrace. Okay, if we have some 5 waves up like this, so wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After this, you have, well, there's a problem of this. If we have to be bearish, A, B, C flat, you see. So, well, we'll see later how far we go, but if we have some 5 waves up like this, normally we shall get a better context on Bitcoin, because we'll print some more data. And if Bitcoin is more likely bullish, we can look in that case for an A, B, a retracement here of a B to go higher, at least to take that top, or for a bigger wave 1, 2, a retracement to make then a wave 3, 4, 5, a bigger impulse to the upside. Okay. But yeah, for this to happen, we need to see what we decide first of all on Bitcoin. Okay, but more likely here an ABC zigzag or an impulsive to the upside. Gonna take as always the ABC zigzag to the upside here. And bam, if you want to get some targets, you can simply pull the extension tool from the A wave root to the A wave top to the B wave, yups, bottom there. First target MC extension, then we'll have the 120 extension, then you have the 123, and then you have the 1618. And if we start breaking above 200% to 618, it is likely to be a wave 3. Okay, and even if we start reaching the 1618, very likely to be in a wave 3, to be honest with you. Yeah. That is it really for Cardano. Can you show us how you create all levels you draw on each chart? I understand daily, weekly, monthly, closed price only. Well, all the levels, well, I am always taking the Bybit price first of all. Okay, so here what we have done, well, swing through power that low. So what I'm doing is simply, well, what I can take here, is this from Bybit? So I'm gonna do my waves first of all on Coinbase or whatever. I mean the charts on the higher time frame, the chart I have the old days data really, so we can get all the context and everything. Then once you've got the context, if the chart, for example, is a smaller wave, you cannot really read the chart. For example, like Cardano here on Binance. I mean, look at this. The chart is completely, you cannot really read what's happening in there. So you can add, for example, some other pairs to get some, so we can see the better the smaller wave. So this is what I'm doing for the wave. Now for the levels, I'm simply going to take the Bybit pair, because this is the one that is much more respected really. I'm gonna go on the monthly time frame at all the monthly levels. So when you have a monthly 2 consecutive close like this, you add a monthly level. So you have one here, you've got one here, but now you went through, so you don't care anymore. You have one here, okay, you've got one, well, you've got one here but we went through, so we can delete that. You've got one here but it's already tapped, so we don't care. We've got a new one here, 2 candle close here. Then you've got another one here but it went through, so we can remove it. We've got one on the top there. We've got another one here but it's already hit, so we don't care. I mean, depending on the of the context, we can care of it, but here I don't care. Then you go on the weekly time frame. You do exactly the same with all the weekly levels. So again, weekly here, but already hit twice, so we don't care. Weekly here. We've got one here before, but it's already hit, so it's less stronger. So we just add the one below. Just have to do this on a bigger and higher time frame. I'm not going to do the daily level, because we only want to be aware of the higher time frame levels. The daily levels, you will get way too much and you won't see anything on the chart if you start adding the daily levels. The daily levels, it's more for lower time frame trading really, okay, or for something, well, yeah, more for scalpers. Otherwise, for swing traders, you can stay with the weekly and monthly levels. Once you have done this, you can add everything into a higher time frame levels folder here, so you can get some, well, everything is sorted really, and you don't have well, only levels in there and you don't know what is what. Once you have done this, I like to do the key levels, so to speak, all the key levels here. So if I remove all the high time frame levels and the volume, there you go, you have all these key levels: weekly naked path control, monthly naked path control. What I'm doing here is simply I'm gonna go on this chart there. So you have, this is a daily naked path control template, but you have the weekly and the monthly naked path control templates. So it's you just check out the volume really you've got during the months, and you see if the path control is untapped or not. If it's untapped, for example like this, you can see here the monthly naked path control was the bottom on Bitcoin. Okay, you've got 2 monthly naked path control before, and I'm just going to go, for example here, it was on, so Cardano here. Okay, I'm gonna go here, add Cardano, ADA, I'm taking, so here it's a USDT or the USD, I don't know, it's a USDT, so I'm taking as a USDT. And if I can come back here on ExoCharts, no I cannot, don't know why, anyways it's here. I'm gonna add, so for Cardano, add the good ticks. So it looks like, for example, when you zoom in on Bitcoin, it have to looks like this on Cardano, for example, depending on the ticks, you just have to increase or decrease. And so yeah, I'm just adding all the monthly naked path control, and once you have done the monthly time frame, you do exactly the same, but for the weekly time frame, and then that's it really. Once you have done this, sorry, still have a bit of a cold. I'm cutting my microphone so you don't hear. So you can see all the monthly and weekly naked path control. This is the way I'm getting this. So weekly naked path control and monthly naked path control. And so once you have done this, you can add, so you have the higher time frame levels, the higher time frame key levels, and then you have the volume. So what you can do is simply add all the volume. So for example here you've got the volume of this full latest downtrend, so from the very top all-time high to the very bottom here, and you can add, for example here, I don't know, we've got maybe a value high, value low, I don't know. Well, nothing interesting in that case because I added nothing. Here what you can do, for example, for that retrace here, for this retrace we've got here all the way down, to find all the targets and everything, you could simply pull the fixed range from the top to the bottom. And for example here you can see you've got this value high is marked out here on the chart, and that was, for example here, well, the first drop, the first support really we've got. Okay, so this is pretty cool, for example, for day traders. And if we have to drop below here, well, you can see now the next big zone of support, I mean, well, yeah, big zone of support, if you can say, is really coming really lower. So before to look at this, we of course have to plan some few more targets. For example here you can find maybe a range, another range we've got here. Okay, just have to find to use different tools and see what we have, how it was or respected before or not. Here, for example, we do have a range, maybe a little higher here. So, for example, here you can see we've got a nice failed auction above. We go above, just a week below, but we have still a close above. Flip to support. So this is what we respected. Go below, flip to resistance, do another flip to resistance. So this is a pretty cool range. You can see also the middle of the range here is pretty well respected. Support, bit of sideways on that, but I must flip to resistance next. Resistance. Support here, resistance, support, resistance. This is what we're expected. So this, for example, is a good confluence. You can add on the chart. And so if you have a range, well, you simply have to pull the full range volume again. And so, for example, here we've got this nice value high. That was, for example, here the resistance there. Okay, so you simply have to do the volume and just add the best levels really for the volume. Okay, now, for example, if we have to rise from here, show you rise like this. Well, we can simply update the levels, of course, so monthly and weekly, also the monthly and weekly negative path control, and add here the latest downtrend volume. And so we can find here the value low. And by the way, I'm using the 68, not 70 here value volume. Okay, and so next, for example, you have the path control value high. For example, here the path control is a good confluence to know if we have to do, for example, a swing through pan here or a failed auction. Well, we have a resistance close by. Now, am I going to add that level? No, because I already have a value low, so I don't really care. Here, am I going to add this value high? No, because there is already a weekly level, so I don't really care about this. Okay, but this is how and what I'm doing really. You can of course add some more stuff. For example, a non-correct view up here. There you go, for example, here you can see, and you just have to find the biggest confluence you have on the chart. Like this, for example, here you know you have the path control plus the anchor rate VWAP. If you pull, for example, now as a 618 66% to that top here, you can see, there you go, we have another confluence up here. Okay, so we have a kind of zone of resistance for the moment. Okay, it can change other ways. If we drop below, it's gonna lower the target or so. So, yeah. For example, here we have a 618 86% coming around the monthly and weekly above, so this is a core resistance. What you can use is also the extension tool. If, for example, we now have to push up here with the 5 ways up, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, next you're going to pull the extension tool. You're going to get a bigger A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3, or 5. So you're going to pull the extension tool from the bottom to the top to the bottom of the retrace, and you're going to be able to get some confidence, really, like this. MC extension for the C wave, 1-to-1 extension also more likely for the C wave, and if you bring above 123 can be for a C, otherwise 1618 with, you know, the big 61886%. All this you just have to find a big confluence like that. But yeah, this is a way I'm well, yeah, we can get rid of this. This is a way I'm finding my levels, really. So I hope this answers the question, mate. What is the name of this app which is with monthly sub? Oh, yeah, this is MOONCHARTS, by the way. This is MOONCHARTS like this. MOONCHARTS. You have a version on the web. On the web. For example, here you have MOONCHARTS on the web, MOONCHARTS.com. This is not free, by the way. You have a monthly subscription, or you can, I think, pay for 3-6 months or so. But yeah, you have the web version if you prefer. Now, the web version is not updated anymore for quite a long time now. So the best is to use the desktop pro version. So you just have to go, you know, into your profile. I'm not going to click it because you will see all my personal details. But when you go in there, you just have to go into the desktop pro section. You can download the desktop version. Just install it, just install the software, and well, once you have done this, you can either create your own templates. Now, if you want to get all of this right here, the same view as mine, with all the templates, with all the order flow and everything, and then you just have to set up everything as you want. Really, for example, if you want to get everything in the same tab, you can delete all the tabs right here and keep only these ones. You can do really and configure that however you want. But if you want to get the same template as mine, you can simply go on the website, just sign up for free, go into the cruise section, scroll down here, you will get a download section, and you will get this MOONCHARTS Pro Workspace file here. You just have to click it, this will download the file. It will be a .rar or .zip, so you just have to unzip, or I mean, this is an archive really, just unzip it. And once you've got this, well, you have the workspace, as simple as that. So you simply have to go next into the workspace, click the import the workspace here on the top. It will appear then once you selected the file. Okay, you will just import the workspace. It will pop up, you know, a window. You just have to select the file you want to import. Once you have done this, it will be shown in here into the your workspace. So I have many workspace because I have many apps to update. But if you have just installed this, you have only one workspace. So this is mine really. You import it. Just click the workspace and you will get this really. And then you can duplicate the workspace. For example, you can save manage. You can do this, add a new name, blah blah blah, and you can save a new workspace. And this new workspace, you can simply, for example, next, press this and change, for example, add Cardano everywhere to get an order flow on Cardano, and do the same for the levels here, add the Cardano in every single template, and you will get a template like this, for example, for Cardano. Okay, so yeah, that is it really. So yeah, I think this one's for the question for the levels and well, about MOONCHARTS. So yeah, I don't see any more questions. So yeah, the answer these days is not really interesting, to be honest with you. I'm not trading this personally. I'm not trading this. I'm remaining patient to see what we have there, what we confirm really, because yeah. I don't know, I want to see what Bitcoin decides first of all. If we confirm something more bullish than bearish, there is still no any confirmation at the moment. So yeah, we just have to follow the plan Bitcoin step by step, as I said before, on the lower time frame, and that will do the job. Okay. But yeah, that's it really for me for today. I don't see anything more coming in the chat, so I think we're good, no more requests. So yeah, thank you all for watching. By the way, we have some news today at 2:30 and 4 PM UTC+2, so be aware of this. Building permits and Michigan consumer are moving the market most of the time, so just be aware of this. We don't care. I mean, again, you maybe check out the result, you do whatever you want. Personally, I don't really care about the result, it's just to time a possible move. Before, for example, 5 minutes before, you just have to come on the order flow and see what we have in here. Do we have any, for example, absorption on the highs, some big longs that are getting absorbed, some big shorts that are getting absorbed? What's the more likely here about to happen with all the data we have on the order flow? and this is most of the time, sorry, what is going to happen. Something to know also, I'm going to repeat myself, but 90% of the time, if you start a move up on the news, a quick move up, you're going to get a quick move down. Next, you can take a short trade. Again, if you trade such move, you really have to get a good risk management, and if you start a move down, you're going to normally get, again, 90% of the time, it cannot be 100%, you're going to get a reversal to stop these shorts right here. Okay, just be aware of this. That's a bit of a golden nugget I'm giving to you. For example, here at top, you know, it was the news we've got, so it was on Wednesday, right? Yeah, on Wednesday we've got this core inflation rate at 230. If you go and check at this, we took the previous high here exactly, you can see here, at 230, exactly on the news. So, well, it helps, of course, to move the market and to make some informed decision, combine it with an order flow. Yeah, so just be aware of the news today. I don't care, again, I didn't even check the result of this. I took the short on the very top and shorted again down here, not because of the result, because of the data we've got on the order flow. So you don't really need the result about the news. You don't really care as soon as you can read this. Anyways, on this being said, if you want to learn your wave, learn exo charts, for example, well, maybe not take this amount of trades, because like you've got many. I don't know the amount of trades that you, well, yesterday you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades. 2 days ago, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades again. Well, if you want to scalp like this, well, 90% of these trades are taken from something I'm not teaching, because as a strategy I'm keeping private, because again, when you reveal a strategy, when you make it public, it's not going to work anymore. That's a bit of the problem of this, but you still got some very nice trades, okay, from exo charts, and again, it's based on exo charts, so if you really want to find out what it is, you can absolutely find out. But this short trade, for example, was based on exo charts, really, the way I'm trading normally the market. So if you want to learn all of this, learn the wave, everything, you can simply go and check out, oops, if I can find this, the mooncharts.fr website. So if you go check this out, you can absolutely sign up for free. It's there waiting for you. And if you want to get a trade recap here, this is only for apprentices, by the way, you've got one, and I'm explaining how I have been able to short that top and the reason of taking a short here, all by following the course here. And so you have the course, and now you have the practice read, so you see how it looks like living the time. It's a replay really of taking the trade, so you can even see how I manage my trade on the trading account, all of this really. Yeah, that brings us with a lovely 10% drop. Almost 10%, that's pretty cool. But anyways, on this being said, have a nice day ahead, weekend ahead, by the way, because we're a Friday, yeah, we're a Friday. So yeah, have a nice weekend, take care, and catch you all in the next one, hopefully with some more confirmations for the wave. That'll be cool. If not, well, we will keep trading the levels step by step, that's the game. And yeah, anyways, have a nice one, take care, and catch you on Monday. Cheers.